Goodbye, stiffness. 4 silent signs are telling your body it's missing the key nutrients it desperately needs after 60. Nutrients that protect the strength of your legs and the flexibility of your joints. Most people assume swollen ankles, achy knees, or that heavy feeling when they stand up is just getting older. But age isn't the real enemy here. The true culprits are collagen loss, poor circulation, and the slow breakdown of the connective tissues that hold everything together. Think of your body like a bridge built 50 or 60 years ago. The bridge doesn't collapse because of time alone. It weakens because the materials inside start wearing down. That's exactly what happens inside your joints, your veins, and the soft tissues that support your legs. And the numbers are striking. After 60, collagen levels naturally drop by nearly 75%. 1 in 3 older adults in the U.S. struggles with chronic swelling, and more than half are missing at least one essential nutrient tied to circulation and tissue repair. These aren't small issues, they're warning lights from your body. The good news? You can fight back naturally. By adding the right foods, the ones that help your body rebuild collagen on its own, you can reduce swelling, ease discomfort, and strengthen your legs in just a matter of weeks. And stay with me, because the number 1 food on this countdown is something most Americans completely overlook, yet it may have the most powerful impact of all. Before we dive in, I want to ask you something. How old are you, and has this kind of information been helpful for you? Share it in the comments. I read every message and try my best to reply. Thank you for visiting Senior Health Tips Healthy Aging. Let's get started. You think vitamin C only helps your skin? Wait until you see what it does to your veins. That's why our number 8 food on this list, the Foundation Booster, is so important. Let's take kiwi as the example here. It looks simple, almost too simple, but inside that tiny green fruit is one of the most powerful vitamin C packages your body can get after 60. Here's the part most people never hear. Your body cannot activate collagen on its own. It needs vitamin C to flip the switch. Think of collagen like cement, strong, supportive, essential. And vitamin C? That's the water that helps the cement bind everything together. Without it, your joints stay weak, your skin becomes thin, and your blood vessels struggle to stay flexible. And flexibility is everything. When your veins become stiff, fluid starts pooling in your legs. That's when swelling shows up around your ankles. That's when the bruises seem to appear out of nowhere. And that's when your knees feel like they're carrying twice your body weight. A recent study from the National Institute on Aging found that older adults with higher vitamin C intake had significantly better microcirculation, meaning the tiny blood vessels in their legs were actually moving blood more efficiently. Less stagnation, less swelling, and better oxygen flow to the muscles you depend on every single day. So how do you use this little powerhouse the right way? Simple. Eat your kiwi fresh. Don't cook it. Don't blend it with heavy dairy. Heat destroys vitamin C, and dairy slows its absorption. The best routine: half a kiwi in the morning, half in the afternoon. Just that small habit can give your collagen the spark it's been missing. And my advice as a health specialist here in the U.S., rotate your vitamin C sources. Kiwi one day, bell peppers the next, maybe a small bowl of berries after that. Your body absorbs nutrients better when they come from a variety of whole foods. If there's one enemy that quietly ages your legs faster than anything else, it's poor circulation. Plaque buildup, chronic inflammation, they act together like rust inside an old pipe. And that's why our number 7 food, the circulation cleaner, is so powerful. Let's take beets as the example. Most people think of beets as just a colorful vegetable. But inside, they're packed with natural nitrates that help open your blood vessels, letting blood flow the way it should. Here's something many folks don't realize. Poor circulation doesn't just make your legs feel heavy. It actually breaks down collagen faster. When your tissues don't get enough oxygen, they start to weaken, just like a bridge that hasn't been maintained for decades. Your blood vessels are the same way. They're like water pipes that have been in use for 60 years. Narrower, stiffer, and more vulnerable to pressure. One of my patients, a 72-year-old retired teacher, used to describe her legs as cold concrete blocks. She struggled with swelling, and even short walks felt exhausting. After adding just half a cup of roasted beets to her dinners a few times a week, she told me something remarkable. My legs finally feel awake again. Not perfect, just alive. And that alone made a world of difference. Beets do more than support collagen. They clear the path, relaxing your blood vessels so every nutrient, vitamin C, protein, minerals, can travel freely to where your body needs them most. Think of them as the traffic police for your bloodstream, waving everything through with ease. When it comes to aging legs and weaker joints, there's one invisible force doing more damage than most people realize: inflammation. It chips away at your collagen day after day, almost silently. And that's why our number 6 food, the anti-inflammation warrior, is so important. Let's use wild-caught salmon as the example here. Inflammation doesn't show up overnight. It builds slowly, fueled by things most Americans eat every single day: added sugars, processed snacks, and especially industrial seed oils hidden in fast foods and packaged meals. Over time, this inflammation acts like salty ocean wind blowing against an old bridge, corroding the beams, weakening the structure, and leaving everything more fragile than before. Inside your body, the same thing happens. Chronic inflammation breaks down collagen fibers, stiffens your joints, and makes your veins less flexible. That's why pain feels sharper, swelling lasts longer, and recovery takes more time than it used to. But here's where salmon steps in. Its omega-3 fatty acids are like a fire extinguisher for inflammation. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that adults over 60 who added omega-3-rich fish to their meals just twice a week saw significant drops in inflammatory markers within 1 month, along with better joint mobility and improved leg comfort. To get the most from salmon, keep it simple. Bake it, steam it, or grill it lightly. Avoid frying. It destroys the delicate omega-3s your body needs. And whenever possible, choose wild-caught over farm-raised. It's richer in the anti-inflammatory fats that protect your collagen. As we get older, one thing happens quietly but powerfully. We lose muscle in our legs. And when leg muscles shrink, circulation slows down. Blood doesn't pump upward as easily. Fluid pools around the ankles, and swelling becomes a daily battle. That's why our number 5 food, the muscle lifter for aging legs, is such a game changer. Today, let's use Greek yogurt as the example. Most people think yogurt is just a simple breakfast food, but it's actually a powerhouse of high-quality protein, calcium, and probiotics, all essential for rebuilding and maintaining the muscles in your calves and thighs. And here's something often overlooked. Stronger muscles don't just help you walk better. They act like pumps, pushing blood back up toward your heart, reducing swelling, and taking pressure off your veins. Greek yogurt is especially helpful after 60 because it's easier to digest than many other protein sources. A study from the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who added 20-30 grams of protein at breakfast improved their leg strength and circulation significantly in just 10 weeks. And that's exactly the range you get in a cup of Greek yogurt. Here's the best way to use it. Eat it in the morning when your muscles are most protein hungry. Add a few berries for antioxidants or a spoon of chia seeds to support collagen. And choose plain, unsweetened yogurt to avoid added sugars that can fuel inflammation. When you hit your 60s, one of the first things you start to feel isn't weakness, it's dryness. Dry knees, dry hips, dry joints that don't glide the way they used to. And that's why our number 4 food, the joint lubricator, plays such an important role. Let's take bone broth as the example. Your joints rely on two key players to stay smooth and pain-free: collagen and hyaluronic acid. Think of collagen as the cushion, the soft padding that keeps your bones from grinding together. And hyaluronic acid? That's the fluid, the silky joint oil that helps everything move without friction. Without that lubrication, your joints behave just like an old door hinge that hasn't seen oil in years. Every movement feels stiff, scratchy, and sometimes even painful. And if you've ever stood up from a chair and felt your knees catch before they move, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Bone broth works beautifully because it naturally contains both collagen-building amino acids and compounds that support your body's own hyaluronic acid production. When you drink it regularly, you're essentially giving your joints the raw materials they need to rebuild their cushion and restore their glide. A clinical study published in Nutrition and Healthy Aging found that older adults who consumed collagen-rich broth daily felt noticeable improvements in joint comfort and flexibility within just a few weeks. One participant described it perfectly. "It felt like someone finally greased my knees." To get the full benefit, preparation is everything. Slow simmer your broth for 12-24 hours using bones with plenty of connective tissue, like chicken wings, drumsticks, or beef knuckles. Add a splash of apple cider vinegar to help extract more collagen. And avoid boiling it too hard. Gentle heat keeps the amino acids intact. The broth should turn slightly gelatinous when chilled. That's the sign it's loaded with the good stuff. You can sip it warm in the morning, use it as the base for soups, or pour a little into your dinner dishes for a subtle, savory boost. What matters most is consistency. A small cup each day can go a long way toward replenishing the lubrication your joints have been asking for. Now that we've entered the top 3, we're stepping into the territory of foods that don't just support your joints or your circulation, they support your lifespan. And our number 3 food, the longevity secret, has been a quiet cornerstone of some of the longest-living seniors on the planet. Let's use natto, a traditional Japanese fermented soybean dish, as our example. Natto may look unusual, but what it does inside your body is nothing short of remarkable. You see, natto is one of the richest natural sources of vitamin K2, a nutrient that directs calcium away from your arteries and into your bones, exactly where you want it. That's why people in regions of Japan where natto is eaten daily have some of the lowest rates of arterial stiffness ever recorded. And that matters, because stiff arteries mean poor circulation, and poor circulation means weaker collagen, slower healing, and more swelling in the legs. But natto's magic doesn't stop there. It's also packed with nattokinase, an enzyme shown in recent U.S. clinical trials to support healthy blood flow by helping the body break down fibrin, the protein involved in sticky, sluggish circulation. A 2022 study even found that adults who took nattokinase for just 8 weeks experienced improved vascular flexibility and better oxygen delivery to their legs. And here's the mini hook. This food doesn't just feed your collagen, it feeds your gut microbiome, the control center of your immune system, your metabolism, and your longevity. Researchers from Stanford University recently discovered that older adults with a more diverse gut microbiome had stronger mobility, better muscle tone, and fewer inflammatory markers. Fermented foods like natto are one of the fastest ways to boost that diversity. Now I get it. Natto has a strong flavor. You don't need to eat it the traditional way to get the benefits. Here are a few easy American-friendly options. Add a spoonful to your scrambled eggs. Stir some into brown rice with a bit of soy sauce. Mix a small amount into a salad with avocado. Blend a teaspoon into a savory miso soup for a mild flavor. You don't need a lot. Even 2 to 3 tablespoons a day can support collagen structure, circulation, and gut health in ways most foods simply can't. When people talk about collagen, they usually jump straight to powders, pills, or expensive supplements. But the truth is, Your body can manufacture collagen on its own if you give it the right raw materials. And that's why our number 2 food, the collagen multiplier, is so powerful. Let's take something incredibly simple, incredibly misunderstood. Pasture-raised eggs, specifically the egg yolk. For decades, the yolk was treated like a villain. Too much cholesterol, too rich, too unhealthy. But science has flipped that old belief on its head. Today we know this. Egg yolks contain 2 of the most essential amino acids for collagen synthesis, glycine and proline. Think of collagen production like building a house. You don't just need bricks, you need the right workers who know how to lock those bricks together. Glycine and proline are those workers. Without them, your body can't assemble strong collagen fibers, no matter how much protein you eat. And here's where it gets interesting. Egg yolks also contain vitamin B6, choline, and small amounts of natural vitamin D, nutrients that act like biological switches to turn on collagen-building pathways. You're not just feeding your body ingredients, you're activating the machinery that puts those ingredients to work. A 2022 study from Tufts University found that older adults who consumed whole eggs regularly had better skin elasticity, stronger tendons, and fewer complaints of morning stiffness compared to those who avoided yolks. Not because eggs contain collagen, they don't, but because they multiply your body's ability to produce it. Here's the mini hook. This food has been misunderstood for decades. Yet it may be one of the simplest ways to kickstart collagen production after 60. The best part? You don't need fancy recipes. Try these easy American-style options. 2 soft-boiled eggs with a sprinkle of sea salt. A poached egg over whole grain toast. Scrambled eggs mixed with spinach for extra vitamin C. An omelet paired with tomatoes to boost collagen activation even further. And if you're worried about cholesterol, remember this. For most healthy adults, dietary cholesterol has far less impact on blood cholesterol than once believed. Your doctor can confirm what's right for you, but for most people, eggs are not only safe, they're tremendously beneficial. We've finally reached the number 1 spot. And if you've stayed with me this far, you're about to discover something that can truly change the way your legs feel, move, and age. Our ultimate collagen restorer isn't exotic, expensive, or hard to find. In fact, most people walk right past it without realizing its power. That food is slow-cooked beef shank with marrow, a nutrient-dense powerhouse that combines collagen, minerals, healthy fats, and bone-supporting compounds in one single dish. What makes it number 1 isn't just the collagen inside the connective tissues. It's the 5 biological mechanisms that work together, almost like a repair team for aging legs. 1. Deep collagen rebuild. Beef shank contains long collagen fibers that break down into gelatin when slow-cooked. Your body absorbs these peptides quickly, using them to rebuild worn joints, thinning skin, and fragile veins. 2. Hyaluronic acid support. The marrow inside the bone supplies compounds that stimulate your body's natural hyaluronic acid production. That means more lubrication inside your knees and hips, the kind that turns stiff steps into smoother movement. 3. Mineral reinforcement. Shank bones release magnesium, phosphorus, zinc, and small traces of calcium during cooking. These minerals act like scaffolding, helping collagen fibers link together more tightly and stay strong longer. 4. Anti-inflammation. Through balanced fats. The marrow contains unique fatty acids that calm low-grade inflammation, the kind that makes joints throb at night or ankles swell by evening. 5. Improved blood flow. Slow-cooked gelatin improves microcirculation, helping nutrients reach your legs more effectively. Better blood flow means less swelling, faster healing, and more stamina when walking. Let me tell you a quick story. A patient of mine, let's call him Mr. Anderson, 72, Came in with chronic knee stiffness and swelling that made grocery shopping feel like a marathon. Supplements didn't help. Physical therapy only went so far. But after adding 1 bowl of slow-cooked beef shank soup to his weekly routine, he said something that stuck with me. "It's like my legs finally remembered how to move again." Of course, this is not magic. It's simply giving your body the exact building blocks it has been missing for years. To prepare it right, cook the shank low and slow, 6 to 12 hours, with a splash of apple cider vinegar to help extract the nutrients. When the broth cools, it should turn slightly jiggly. That's the sign you've made real collagen food. And here's the mini hook you've been waiting for. If you only choose one food to support your legs after 60, let it be this one. It's simple. It's comforting. And for many older adults, it's the first step toward reclaiming strength, flexibility, and confidence in every step they take. When it comes to collagen, most people over 60 aren't failing because they're not trying. They're failing because no one ever told them how collagen really works inside an aging body. So let's clear up the 7 mistakes that silently block your results, even if you're eating all the right foods. Mistake number 1. Eating collagen without vitamin C. Collagen needs vitamin C like concrete needs water. Without it, your body can't activate the raw materials, so most of it goes to waste. Mistake number 2. Weak stomach acid, poor absorption. After 60, stomach acid naturally declines. Low acid means you can't break collagen down into small peptides. A splash of lemon water before meals can help. Mistake number 3. Eating too much salt. High sodium pulls water into your tissues, making your legs swell and slowing collagen repair. Even cutting back a little can make your knees feel lighter. Mistake number 4. Moving too little. Collagen doesn't travel on its own. Good circulation carries it to your joints. A 10-minute walk after meals acts like the delivery truck. Mistake number 5. Thinking collagen is only for skin. Collagen also strengthens veins, tendons, cartilage, and even the lining of your gut. When you focus only on beauty, you miss its real benefits. Mistake number 6. Cooking the wrong way. Boiling too hard destroys delicate amino acids. Slow, gentle heat is the key to turning collagen-rich foods into something your body can actually use. Mistake number 7. Taking supplements at the wrong time. Your body absorbs collagen peptides best on an empty stomach, either in the morning or before bed, when there's no competition from other proteins. Fix these 7 mistakes, and suddenly collagen stops being something you hope will work and starts becoming something your body can finally use. As we come to the end, I want to leave you with a message that matters far more than any single food or tip in this video. Age doesn't take the strength from your legs. The wrong habits do. And the moment you start giving your body the right support, it's incredible how quickly things can change. Even after 60. Even after years of stiffness, swelling, or slow circulation. Even if you've told yourself, this is just what aging feels like. Your joints can be nourished. Your collagen can be rebuilt. Your legs can feel lighter, stronger, and more stable than you imagine right now. In my work here in the US, I see this every week. People in their 60s, 70s, even their 80s rediscovering movement they thought they had lost forever. Not because of medication, but because they learned how to fuel their bodies the right way. So here's my recommendation to you, as a health professional: start small, but start today.